Donald Trump did not offer new deals on the trade talks with China, thus eroding trade hopes. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand stunned investors by keeping interest rates on hold, defying expectations. The US dollar is consolidating gains ahead of the testimony of Fed Chairman Jerome Powell and other macroeconomic data which is due in the New York trade. The first public hearings in Trump's impeachment inquiry began in Congress today. Meanwhile, mass media are reporting biased speculations. The hearings will proceed on Friday and further, according to the schedule. Market participants will keep track of opinion polls. They will also evaluate to what extent the president could lose support among Republicans in the Senate. If it happens, markets will be thrown into confusion. Besides, investors are alert to Jerome Powell's testimony before the Congressional Joint Economic Committee. Judging by the recent upbeat economic data, the U.S. economy does not need urgent fiscal stimulus, so there is a slim chance of a rate cut at the December policy meeting. Apparently, market participants grasped the point of the pause in the middle of the monetary easing cycle. This sent the U.S. dollar higher, which opened the New York trade at 98.36. The greenback got stuck at around this level for the whole day. Buyers refrained from big bets on the U.S. dollar ahead of the Fed leader's testimony and publication of the Consumer Price Index. According to the Institute for Supply Management, inflation in the manufacturing and service sectors declined to the lowest level in the latest 6 months. Today, traders anticipated positive consumer inflation data. The actual CPI rose slightly more than expected. Consumer prices climbed 1.8% in annual terms and 0.4% month-on-month. Analysts had projected flat readings like in September. The Canadian dollar is extending weakness. The US dollar versus the Canadian dollar pair is drifting higher. Today, the pair settled up at 1.3265. Traders speculating on the loonie are sensitive to the news on the US-China trade relations. If the nearest economic data from Canada reveals downbeat prints, the Bank of Canada could slash the key interest rate lower than the Fed's official funds rate. Donald Trump's speech yesterday did not trigger high volatility in the market, but secured the greenback strength. Now investors are wondering whether Jerome Powell will update his outlook for interest rates or quantitative easing program testifying before Congress. However, the Fed's leader could compose his speech in the hypothetical format that will cause an immediate response from the market. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.